What is up, guys? I hope everyone is doing well. I wanted to go over one of my favorite little cameras. I mean, this thing it's freaking tiny. When I first bought it and I actually looked at it, does this even work? It actually works pretty well. It's pretty surprising, but it's the Insta360 GO 3S. This thing fits in my pocket. I could take it anywhere. It's great for filming content on the go, wherever you're at. Bust it out. I have a little necklace thing that it connects to. I can pull this piece out right here and just use this, charge separately. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to take you guys through it. See if it's something you would like in 2025. Let's go. So this gives you an idea of how small it really is. I've got the Pocket 3 on the left, the Insta360 GO 3S in the middle, and then the Insta360 X3 on the right. Just to give you an idea of how small this thing really actually is. Now this thing does have some pretty cool accessories. I believe this came with it. You throw this little necklace on right here. And this is what is, I think, a lot of fun about this camera as well, and you can get some really cool shots with it. It comes out of this housing, so you can keep it sitting in here, and you could take shots, and it'll show you, you got the screen, you can see what it's actually looking at. If you're filming content yourself, which I think is great, you could just set this down somewhere. There's a few attachments you can get for this as well. You could have it sitting on a stand. I like how you could just take this thing out as well. And I could literally, as long as it's charged, I could literally film with just this. And for one of the accessories, what's pretty cool is it's got a magnet on the necklace. So you just literally barely even have to touch it. Magnet's strong. Don't have to worry about this thing falling over. Now you're getting, POV, your point of view shots. It's pretty cool. You can get some action shots on it as well. I'm actually going to switch over. I want to show you guys what the footage looks like on this actual camera. So I'm going to switch over to that now. And just for something to compare it to, right now I am on the Sony a7 Mark IV, just to give you an idea of comparison once you see the actual Insta360 GO 3S footage. I got this little small rig table stand today. This is another accessory that I could just put on the stand. And the thing I like about this too as well is it literally just clips in. It's so easy. Everything for this is pretty much magnetic and super easy. All right, so now I am on the GO 3S. And the thing that I like about this is I'm at 4K 30 right now. I think it's pretty clear, surprisingly decent for how small of a camera it is and the convenience of that. Now, do I think that this is going to replace one of your really nice cameras? I don't think so. I do think it makes footage that you would normally take on a phone, an iPhone. I think it mixes it up a little bit. And I think that you can get certain shots that you may not be able to get as easily with a phone. I just think it sounds good. And the thing about this too is I think the mic is pretty good as well. It's good at picking out your voice and not just grabbing all the background noise. Hopefully this sounds okay right now. I haven't really tested it too much in this small room, but I found that it's surprisingly good, which I think is cool because it's not like the Pocket 3 where there's a mic that you can get that automatically connects to this via Bluetooth. They don't have that. So it's a good thing that the mic on this is somewhat decent. I would say that's one of the downsides though, is the fact that they don't have the mic that you can just connect right away and it sounds like pristine and really clear. Now, one of the pluses about this device compared to the Pocket 3 that I figured out, see, because Pocket 3 you could shoot in 4K when you're doing 16:9, but when you switch it to 9:16, you're only getting 3K. That's what I like about this device. That's one of the perks I'd say for sure is even if I'm shooting in 9:16, I'm still getting 4K. So I think that's cool compared to some of the competitors as well. There is definitely a downside to this device, and I've realized while using it, it's the low light. The low light on this is pretty much garbage. If it's past 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, depending on where you're at, there's not much sun out, not much light out. You don't have huge lights like I have on right now. I mean, you could barely use the thing. I would say that's one of the biggest drawbacks about this device is the low light on it is absolutely terrible. which makes it, you know, it's hard because if you want to film stuff at night, you're definitely going to want to switch over to your phone compared to this because it's just not that good. Now, some of my favorite stuff about the Insta360, just as a brand as a whole, I just think that their devices are super creative. I love the X3. I know the X4 is out. I don't have that one. I think that they pack a punch. Like, their video always seems to be pretty good. Their audio on their devices seems to be pretty good, just stock, not even having to buy something extra. I like their accessories as well. Some of the things that I got for this, the Insta360 selfie stick, which is pretty cool, extends out and go pretty far. That's always fun. And I ended up getting this magnetic piece for the center of the device that actually comes out, so I could just stick that against a car or wherever there's some type of magnet. And then I also got their Insta360 little tripod thing, which also turns into a little mini selfie stick. This thing's pretty cool. It's not the greatest, honestly, as far as material goes. It's kind of sometimes it's uneven when you stand it and everything, but they have a lot of cool accessories. It's always been, I guess it's just preference. Do you absolutely have to buy one of these things? I don't know. I will say this, though. I think whenever you're getting one of their devices, you're going to get decent picture out of it. That's almost a guarantee with this stuff. You're going to get decent sound out of it. And their app as well. I really like their app. Now, the Pocket 3 has a great app. I've always found it's easy to connect to, never had issues with it. The Insta360 app for me has been very similar. That's another thing that I like about the Insta360 devices. Their editing. Like the X3, the X4, man, you take pictures, you can just change all the different, especially with the 360 camera, you could change all the different angles. The post editing, I think with the Insta360 products, you could do so much in post editing compared to the Pocket 3 and some other similar devices. All right, so I got this thing outside, I got the selfie stick. Just wanted to show you guys some footage outside. I live on a noisy street. You can hear traffic right here on the left, so there's always cars driving by. It's pretty noisy. There's a plane overhead right now, so it's perfect. I just want to give you guys an idea how it sounds with all this background noise going on, how it looks outside in the sunlight, in the natural light. And I also want to show you guys the pictures, because I think this is the area that sets this device apart from the Pocket 3, is the actual pictures that it takes. I think the Pocket 3's pictures are but I think these things are actually pretty good with this device. So let me take a couple pictures for you. All right, so now I'm filming just with the action pod, which is kind of cool, kind of convenient. Get all these crazy angles. Kind of fun just being able to pull it out of the camera unit and run around with it. I feel like it gives you a little bit more creativity, a little bit more versatility, and just convenience. And what's cool too is I'm sitting here looking at the device. I've got the action pod in one hand, getting different angles, and then I've got the actual base of the device where I'm staring at what I'm filming right now. Now, I will say this, you don't have single batteries. You don't have batteries that are separate from the actual device so that you could just charge back up and you'll be okay. No, you got to actually plug it into the device itself. So some people may not like that. For other people, it may be convenient because they don't have to worry about the extra batteries. They don't have to buy extra batteries. But I do think that this device is great for someone that is looking for just something on the side, something other than their phone, something convenient, something when they go on a hike or when they go on a trip and they don't have to pack all this gear and they're still getting 4K and the sound is good and you don't have to worry about the mic. And I think compared to its competitors, I mean, you look at the Pocket 3 with that, you've got the gimbal, you've got the mic that connects right away. They both kind of work similarly on the apps. They both, you know, you have the app and you download it and you store any of the videos or pictures to your phone. They're very similar in a lot of ways. I do think that they each offer different stuff. Now, price-wise, this one for the 64 megabyte is like $465 on Amazon. I believe the 128 megabyte is around $600. So compared to the Pocket 3, the creator's package for the Pocket 3 is a little bit more. I guess it's just preference. I will say this, I don't regret buying the Pocket 3 and I don't regret buying this device. Now I will say this though, in terms of the battery. I haven't been filming that long to make this video. I've just been, you know, taking short videos here and there, and I'm gonna put all this together. But already the camera's hot. I could feel it. The thing is hot. It almost feels like it's gonna overheat. I rarely run into it to where it actually does completely overheat, but it does get hot quickly, and the battery does drain pretty quickly. Now, that's not very uncommon for a lot of these smaller cameras and devices, but I will say that overall, I like this thing. Now, who is it for? If it's someone that just likes to film on their phone, do you absolutely need to get this? Probably not. But if you're someone who's looking for a camera, who's looking for something that's kind of on the cheaper end compared to going all out and spending a couple grand on a camera, someone who doesn't want to have a bunch of lenses and a bunch of batteries and literally just wants to pack this thing up, go somewhere and start filming, this is it, man. I think it's creative, versatile, convenient. I think it's a lot of things and it's a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Have fun out there filming. Let's go.